Which social media is the most disgusting and why? Depends on demographic. 8 for kids teens, especially teenage girls for their self-esteem as they don't know yet that it's all fake. For everyday, relatively sane adults, Twitter, that shit will make you a terrorist within 5 tweets, it's extremely toxic, only exception being non-political Twitter, that part is hilarious, similar to here on Reddit. For privacy breaches, the worst is by far Facebook, anything owned by them, let alone all the crazy conspiracy Karen mom groups. TikTok is dangerous for kids, it's filled with stupidity, misinformation will kill their attention span. The ones I dislike the most are Instagram and TikTok. I used TikTok a lot during the pandemic and I didn't pay much attention to it because I had nothing to do those days, but when we gradually returned to normality I noticed that I had a big problem with the app. One day I spent more than 10 hours scrolling on my For You page. I felt terrible afterwards. I uninstalled it at the beginning of the year just like Instagram because of its Reels. I can't handle this short video format. Honestly, Instagram has become so toxic and effed up. They target the audiences on Reels with controversial and political videos and it makes everyone fight with one another and comment horrible things. Their customer service is also horrible and their AI platform is useless. My account got disabled after stating a comment and they let these other people troll with dehumanizing comments. I have leaned off Instagram but I only used it to connect with friends abroad. I think they all are. They thrive on negativity, it gets more views. Also they take absolutely no responsibility for all the murders and other criminal activity on their platforms. But we can't possibly do anything, there's too many people. Yeah right, it's called programming. They could totally do something if they wanted to, but that would mean less eyes. So they refuse to. I feel so sorry for the kids who've been murdered because of FB Twitter because of the idiotic algorithm for showing your tweets. If you don't have a blue check mark and few readers, I have 100, then why your posts sink to the bottom? When I participated in AI art design contest and made really cool images, my work got up to 10 likes, when outright crap got 20-50 likes because the person had bought premium. It's like those with money get all the shine, totally burying real talent. Facebook, especially in Germany. It's the bottom of the barrel for right-wingers and people who are saying Hitler wasn't really that bad, because he would take care of the migrants today. After a person at iVaxer wrote to me that my husband's cousin 6 months pregnant deserved to die from COVID and FB didn't see something bad about this comment, I deleted it. It affected my mental health in a bad way. I don't really use any social media except Reddit, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and TikTok all seem bad. But the worst has to be truth, right? The social media Trump set up when he was kicked off Twitter. The others have their fair share of racists and crazies, but truth is like 100 racists and crazies. Like there is no other reason for that site to exist other than to validate racists and crazies. I never really comment, but I'm really surprised more people aren't saying Twitter. It's literally been documented to be a safe space for the absolute most insane people to post the most racist or bigoted takes while engaging with trigger-baiting content for clicks, making the entire site a perpetual state of trying to avoid the endless rage machine that is its new algorithm. Decided to log into Facebook and every other post was from some Chiefs fan page trying to gain political points using the kid that painted his face and wore regalia to a Chiefs game. Looked at the comments, what an echo chamber. Then the next post was from a group My Real President is Donald Trump. Facebook, your algorithms suck and your platform is a cesspool. TikTok and Instagram are the worst. It is all just misrepresentations of reality meant to generate income. I really hope these things begin to fade before my daughter is old enough to be interested. Just look what is going on these days and the insane takes people are having on what is objectively factual information. It is mass brainwashing the public. One TikTok. I don't think I have to elaborate, but oh my god, the content is mostly so low effort. Actually good creators fly under the radar to give some pretty face more recognition. People are literally making money for shaking their asses, need I say more? To Twitter. Oh sorry, I mean X. First thing I clicked was literal porn. Never again. Instagram has become a cesspool. The posts and comments have just grown worse, such as racism, bullying, and conspiracy theorists using it as a soapbox. Moderators don't do anything about it. People used to give the YouTube comments section flack, but these days it looks like a Mensa convention compared to it. Twitter X. Just the bottom of the barrel of humankind gather there to complain about minor inconveniences from their ivory towers and play the victim card at every chance they get. Not to mention all the other hellspawn activities that go on unnoticed by moderators on that hellhole. I think all of them are doing more harm than good, But Facebook has really skewed our expectations of what real life is actually like, and it was also the first major time suck into the quick dopamine hits that have absolutely destroyed meaningful interpersonal relationships. It's like Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter are all built around presenting a false reality to people. My vote is a three-way tie. Combined they basically add up to corporate-controlled cable news, but everyone on Earth is an unpaid intern gladly working 60-hour weeks. The first thing that came to mind was Instagram. It's so sickening when influencers expose their kids and use them for content. Not just use them for content, but tune in Friday to see what we name our baby. People turning their kids into content irks me. From my experience Reddit, the amount of shit on this platform, and they ban me for no good reason when I'm speaking truth against false information. I won't give up on spreading positive information that I believe is right through personal experience. Shocked face, Speedy. Probably TikTok. People know about the dangers of Instagram to children and Twitter and spreading hate speech, yet so many are willing to ignore the fact all our data on TikTok goes right to the Chinese government in the name of finding our in groups. As bad as things like Instagram and TikTok are, I can't help but think about 4chan as the worst offender. Sure, it's not your typical social media site and more of an image-based community board, but it still has some of the worst things posted there. Facebook today. I say this because you hit boomers and even older generations on there sharing false information without understanding what it means to fact-check, or that certain media outlets can simply be lying. Plus Russian trolls and bots. Reddit. The mental health subs are just fake or misinformation central, with the autism sub being the most annoying. Twitter X. So many terminally online losers making shit up who implode the moment they're either called out or their bait fails. TikTok. It has trained our brains to think if a video can catch our attention in the first 2 seconds, we need to move on to the next one. Because of it, we now have such short attention spans and our memories have gone to shit. TikTok. TikTok seems to be the most popular amongst children, who usually don't understand the consequences of their actions, resulting in a lot of bad things, like those challenges you see making headlines for the wrong reasons. Reddit. Reddit's algorithm will suggest stuff to you that it knows you disagree with, and will then engage with. It ups the political discourse and often creates echo chambers wherein people are further entrenched in their views. TikTok. Every time I accidentally click a video on another site, the next one is either someone getting run over and killed, or the largest dick on an Aboriginal person, or worst, a bunch of third world bimbos doing a cringy dance. Whisper. Used to be so popular that BuzzFeed made videos around its content. It's been taken over by scammers, criminals, and the desperately horny. There is not a platform that compares to that atrocity. Instagram, where 90% of people only use it to flex and seek attention, which makes people compare themselves with everyone's lifestyle. Till now never seen a single thing that was useful or productive. TikTok is addictive for sure. I've deleted it and reinstalled it so many times this year. I'm at home all the time and I'm disabled, so it helps me somewhat to keep learning things and not lose my mind. X. Very trash. I mean trash. Young lo hotting rancing buhaying tao and done, including bad words. Young ikau gusto molang mag enjoy topos poro negativity maki kita mo kaya nagan install ako 5 years ago. My friend showed me Twitter and I was absolutely disgusted. Horrible people who think they're relevant posting horrible things and acting like clowns. Time to shut it down for good. Elon failed. Facebook because it's basically got a bunch of gore on there, and TikTok because it's so full of chronically online people and the most stupidest shit. TikTok makes you basically brain deadest. It's subjective to individual experiences, but some may find certain social media platforms disgusting due to the prevalence of toxic behavior, harassment, or the spread of misinformation. Snap is pretty awful. No way to monitor what is being said or shown. As a parent, I hate it. Bullying is rampant and the casual friend really degrades any concept of deeper relationships. Reddit can be grotesque. 4chan is a hellscape. Twitter sucks ass. Facebook is like your crusty grandpa. TikTok is loathsome. Instagram has morphed into an exercise in vanity and narcissism. All of them have their flaws. But I think Instagram is the most damaging, especially to children on there. They are comparing themselves and their lives to someone else's curated persona. I have another curious question. Can it be addiction of surfing YouTube without filters or interests? What do you think about algorithm in YouTube? Obviously, shorts can be skipped. Twitter, for sure. That place is a cesspool. Instagram is an extremely close second. Twitter is the most disgusting, but Instagram is probably the worst for people's mental health. Twitter, or X, literally allows gore. Videos of people dying being shot, CP, rape etc. Yet you can be banned for changing your profile picture and nobody does anything about it. I think the answer is painfully obvious, but everyone in this thread is going to just shit on other social media platforms that are infinitely way less of a shithole than Reddit. Two of our family members who work in government cybersecurity warned us about TikTok being Chinese spyware years ago. We have never used it on our phones or computers. TikTok is unquestionably the worst. And I'm not even talking about the fact it's a state-sponsored spying and data mining device from the People's Republic of China. I actually use Reddit to learning English, but nor is only to this. I like a Vez app as fun. I use Discord at same level of Reddit, maybe down to a little more. Facebook. Try to block all their advertising and page suggestions, you will receive a technical error as occurred. We are trying to fix the problem every day. Twitter. Because lots of dangerous people can hijack the popular tag. And they do not even need hashtag, they just type in popular tag and then let Twitter did it. LinkedIn. All the self-promoters, bootlickers, compliment fishing, fake moralizing stories and the spam on the dumpster fire of the website makes me sick. 4chan. It's full of blatant misinformation and straight up crime confessions with evidence. Plus it fills our shitposting with the most unfunny screenshots. Twitter. People feel entitled to be as nefarious as they can be and from the comfort of anonymity on top of it. Depression and hatred are romanticized. Probably Twitter X because it's full of vile, inflammatory comments that go unmoderated. Instagram is pretty bad if you have body image issues.